Hey guys! The Powerpuff Girls, the buzz on Maggie and little Einsteins for the win here again. And before we get started, I want to say a few words. This is definitely my last video that I am doing for this year until next year. But this time, for reals. Why? Because I'm going to be very busy with random stuff in the upcoming days. Helping people clean the house, sleeping with toys, hugging toys, walking around, taking a look at the outside world, throwing the trash, cleaning dishes, etc. And also another thing. If you saw my post from a few days ago, yes, you already got the memo. I don't feel like doing a review on the buzz on Maggie and little Einsteins right now. Why? Because of, like I said before, I am going to be busy with random stuff once again. And I am also going to be prepared for Christmas as well, like spending time with family, opening presents, etc. But don't worry guys, I will be back next year. When I am back next year, I will think about what month I want to review on the buzz on Maggie and little Einsteins. So I want to give you guys a heads up on it. Anyways, let's get started. Today, I am going to do a rant on the Fairly Oddparents Fairly Odder. So basically what the plot for the entire show is, Ty Turner uproots his life to reunite with his high school sweetheart, Rachel Raskin, in the colorful town of Dimmsdale. This thrusts his even-keeled 13-year-old daughter Vivian into a whole new world, and she's not sold on the vibe. Her new stepbrother Roy is the pride of Dimmsdale, a sports superstar with a heart of gold. Lucky for her Viv, her cousin Timmy Turner gifts her Cosmo and Wanda, the fairy godparents she shares with Roy, to help her along the way. And that is basically it. That is basically what the plot for the whole show is all about. What are my thoughts about this show? Well, I think what Pablo, Unique, Miraculous, Maggie Pesky, Raina Cartflight, Leo, June, Annie, and Quincy said. I think it really sucks. For one thing, the animation and the backgrounds look absolutely ugly and disgusting. I mean, the person who did the animation for this show could have at least done a much better job with the animation and the backgrounds. But no. It seems like they didn't care, and wanted to make the animation and the backgrounds look so awkward, cheesy, repulsive, and poorly done. That is how botched up the animation looks in this show. It is really that gross and awkward to look at. Well, at least for me. The episodes are so repetitive and anger-worthy. I mean, yes, I really understand it is part of make-believe, and it is also a cartoon and live-action show. But, come on. This is so annoying and repetitive whenever they do the same jack stuff over and over and over and over and over again. And sometimes, it can get so boring and annoying while watching a jackload of Jack of a Nickelodeon show. There is nothing interesting happening in this show at all, in my opinion. That's how repetitive the episodes are in this goddamn show. The villains Mr. Crocker and Vicky are that weak. None of them were even cool nor menacing at the slightest bit. Both of them were that silly nonsense. And not only that, they do Jack stuff and Jack things. I also find this show one of Nickelodeon's cash grab, and this is also the main reason why Nickelodeon had went down into a jacker as well. Like if Nickelodeon wasn't bad enough when they made The Loud House, The Really Loud House, Comp Coral, The Patrick Star Show, The Casa Grandes, and a few others, they decided to come up with this jack, called The Fairly Oddparents Fairly Odder, and wouldn't you know, it was another one of those Nickelodeon live-action and cartoon shows that I thought was bulljack. Man, it is no wonder why Nickelodeon is so horrible nowadays. It looks like Nickelodeon just wanna make so many bad shows, and not care about it. At least in my opinion. The characters in this show are so stupid, and annoying characters. Every character in this show I thought was that terrible and horrible. They don't ever act cute, adorable, good, great, or kind at all. They act stupid, mean, evil, scary, brats, losers, and dodo heads throughout the entire world. The theme song is nothing but a pile of bulljack. The stories are lame and cringeworthy. As if the theme song wasn't bad enough, the stories in this live-action and cartoon show is also that torture. And not only that, the way that they do stuff looks that obnoxious. I mean, that is how bad the stories are in this show. The characters' designs looks that horrible. I mean, what the heck? Who designed these characters like that? They all look that disgusting and ugly both at the same exact time. All of them looks like creepy Jackie live-action and animated characters. My God. They could have done make it up a lot more than what they could have. The jokes and the humor are nothing but a jackload of bulljack. This show had existed only for the cash grabs and for the dang money. That is when Nickelodeon had went downhill and gave us so many bad shows ever since then. And this live-action and cartoon show is definitely one of them. This show is one of the worst live-action shows ever next to The Really Loud House. This show is definitely one of the worst cartoon shows ever next to The Loud House, The Casa Grandes, and a few others. And I never ever want to see that show ever again. I never ever want to see that show ever again for all I care. I prefer the Backyardigans 2004, The Buzz on Maggie, and Little Einsteins than this show any freaking day. Because these three shows are great and underrated, while this cartoon and live-action show on the other hand is that abysmal. For this bulljack show, I am going to give it a 0 out of 10. What an awkward show. That is all, everybody. This is the Powerpuff Girls, The Buzz on Maggie, and Little Einsteins for the win here again. Have a great day, everyone. Goodbye.